All right, welcome back to We Talk Sound with your girl Kelechi the K Star. I'm really excited to be back. I'm always really excited to be back, to be talking on the mic, to be very honest with you. It's always a good time. From the first few songs I played, I just wanted to use the opportunity to talk about the Rema concert because last 2 weeks we had Rema week, and you guys know how crazy I went about that. And last week I was fortunate enough to actually go for his concert at the O2 Arena, sold out. It was highly impressive, highly I was just very impressed, to be honest with you. Rema is 23 and being able to be doing things on that level is nothing short of phenomenal. Today we're taking a different route. I'm going to be talking about the Grammy nominations for their newest category, which is called African Music Performance. Now there are a lot of there's a lot of, I won't say controversy, but there are a lot of double opinions about this category, and just African music at the stage of the Grammys as well, and even the songs that have been nominated, which I'm going to play for you shortly. But I asked you guys for your opinions, which you guys were kind enough to share. So I'm going to run that down here as well. But before we do that, I think we should just actually get into it, right? So which one should I start with? I think there are 5 songs that have been nominated for the African Music Performance category, and I want to say all of them are strong in their own light. But which one should I play first? Okay, let's start with Davido. So Davido and Musa Keys have a Grammy nominated song together off the Timeless album called Unavailable. If you used to listen to me when I had What's Your Hustle at Uni of York, this was my tune. I'm not even gonna play it. Unavailable, I think it's a very cute song. It's very catchy, has the whole dance to it. Let's just get into it. I want us to hear the song right now. Hear it from the perspective of, this is a Grammy nominated tune. And let me know what you're feeling. I'll be here waiting for you for the opinions. And yeah, let's do it. Honestly, me listening to this song from the lens of the Grammy nominated, I am actually, maybe this is a different version, or maybe because I've not cleaned my AirPods in a while or something, but there's something so different about the harmonies, like the ad-libs in this one. It's just clearer. I just hear it way differently, and I don't know. I'm really messing with it. So this song has already been critically acclaimed. I think it made over 100 million streams altogether. Was it on Spotify? It's doing big things for itself. Like I told you, it was trending on TikTok. All that good stuff. So let's read what the website for the Grammy said. They said Asake may have risen to fame based on his embrace of Amapiano, but Davido has been boosting the genre for even longer. Okay. Back in 2021, he joined forces with Amapiano DJ and MC Focalistic on Champion Sound, giving the style a crucial early foothold into the Afrobeat scene. Champion Sound eventually became the lead single for Davido's 2023 project Timeless, released after the tragic accidental death of his 3-year-old son. It's a record dominated by the forward momentum of Amapiano beats, and Unavailable, the Grammy-nominated single from the album, is no exception. A brighter, smoother take on the sound with triumphant choral vocals on the hook. That's what I'm talking about. There's something different, maybe it's this headphones, girl. There's something different about the vocals, hearing it right now. On the hook, it features confident verses from Davido and collaborator Musa Keys, considered one of Afrobeat's big 3, along with Burna Boy and Wizkid and Davido. Burna Boy and Wizkid. Davido first broke onto the scene in 2012. He since dueled with the other 2 artists for records and chart placements, such as Timeless, beating Burna Boy's album Love Damini as the biggest debut for an album on Spotify in Nigeria earlier. The album also gained the most single-day streams for any African album on Apple Music. That's insane. That is actually insane. I'm very happy for Davido. We're going to get into the comments later on, but I did get a lot of finally for Davido, and I guess this is his time, innit? This is his time. I'm just very happy for him. a Grammy nomination is a huge fit, you know, it's crazy. And he's been in his bag, his music bag. He's been in this scene for a very long time. As we've said, 2012 is not like, that was time ago, you know, to be consistently doing something like this. And I really hope, I wish, I pray that, like, me career wise, I push myself the way Davido has done. So I'm very proud of him. Yes, let's get into the next one. Oh, before we do that, I'm also very happy for Musa Keys. Like, imagine just hopping on a song, you know, with an African Afrobeats legend, and now you're a Grammy nominee as well. He must feel as good as Davido, maybe even better, because this is crazy for him. But yeah, shout out Musa Keys, shout out Davido. That was Unavailable. Now the next song I'm about to play, also a Grammy nominated tune, which, you know, it's very crazy that this artist, 1 year into his career, is already a Grammy nominated artist. I'm talking about none other person than Asake. Honestly, when Asake broke out last year, not to say he started music last year, he broke out last year. And to be honest with you, I was telling someone this yesterday, Asake is allergic to dropping songs I don't hear. He's allergic to dropping nonsense. He's really, really good. Every song after the next, the music videos were always colorful. His energy, his momentum, with every tune he dropped, you know, it was crazy. And we did start calling him the Amapiano God, because, like, Asake loves a good Amapiano beat. So to be nominated for his song Amapiano, that is a crazy feat. And I'm not going to lie to you, I think I'm even happier that Olamide is now a Grammy nominated artist because of this song. If you know me, Olamide is my goat. The greatest rapper, the greatest artist of all time, the greatest lyricist of all time. Like, that is my G. And he's now, like, yo, Olamide being a Grammy nominated icon right now is, like, for me, I'm just so excited for him. This is crazy. How many years into his career, you know, this is insane. So let's just get into it. This is Amapiano by Asake featuring Olamide. Let's go. All right, that was Amapiano by Asake featuring Olamide. My guy, I'm so happy for Olamide. You guys don't understand, like, this is such a huge fit. Let's read what they said on the Grammys website. They said, there are more established artists in the field, but none feel as momentous as Asake, whose rapid rise to fame feels at times like the Afrobeat equivalent, English is hard today, equivalent of Beatlemania, thanks to his deeply charismatic persona and spectacular stage presence. He's become massively popular with just 2 albums under his belt. And speaking of spectacle, earlier this year, he became the 4th Nigerian artist behind Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy to sell out London's O2 Arena, entering on a helicopter. The key to his appeal lies in his embrace of sounds from all over the continent, especially Amapiano. His album Work of Art mixes the popular Afro House offshoot with Mauritian Sega music, as well as Fuji, an indigenous Yoruba genre from Nigeria. Amapiano works as both a statement of the title's genre's popularity and a subtle flip of its conventions, rearranging elements such as the iconic log drum and combining them with dynamic rapping from Asake and featured artist Olamide. The song's hook, steadily, heavily, we're getting lit, is especially irresistible. I wish they said 1 or 2 things about Olamide, but it's okay, I'm not complaining. He has the nomination. Everything here is true. Like, I think the biggest, I want to say Asake was 2022's most pleasant surprise, because I think that was a time when I don't think we had experienced that kind of run since maybe 2016 Mr. Easy, or 2014 2015 Lil Cash. I don't think we have gotten anything like that in so long. When a new artist just comes and gives it to us back to back to back to back to back, you know, and he didn't stop. And there were conversations about, would he burn out too quick, because, you know, his fame was rapid. But honestly, I don't doubt Asake I think he's going to be here for a while. I hope he's going to be here for a while because he is indeed talented, and he's one of the few artists I want to believe treats their music like a work of art. See what I did there? Anyways, yeah, that was Ashake and Olamide Amapiano. A lot of people said that they hoped that maybe another song, like maybe Remember, got nominated. But for my bias, like I said, I'm happy this one with Olamide got in. But Work of Art is a phenomenal album, and yeah, maybe they should have recommended, they should have nominated other songs on it. Who knows? I want to know what it is like sitting in the nomination room, picking this artist's future. I'd love to sit in that room one day, to be honest with you. Okay, let's get into the next one. This is already from the website. Let me just say, he is the third highest he has the third highest Grammy nominations out of Nigeria. So we already know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Burna Boy. And his new album, I told them, from what I've understood, he took a more, American liking to that project. And I'm guessing it worked out for his good because City Boys is now a Grammy nominated song. I personally like this song. I'm not even going to play with you. I think it's very sexy. I think the sample, I'm impressed by the sample. I think it's good. It's catchy. It's also doing its thing on TikTok, with the stomping. I think it was a nice song. I think it's a good choice. It's a good choice to pick for the Grammy nominations. So yeah, let's actually get into it. Without further ado, this is City Boys by Burna Boy. Let's go. That's a tune. I'm not even going to hold you. That is a very good tune. I really, really like that song. I'm actually I was reading the write-up that the Grammys put on the website, and the first sentence goes, "There is not a bigger star in Afrobeats or even the whole of Africa itself than Burna Boy." That's a loaded statement. Wow. What do you guys think of that? That's a loaded statement. He nabbed 2 consecutive Best Global Album Grammy nods for his album Twice as Tall and African Giant, and he also collaborated with global stars such as Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. After earning his first UK #1 album this year with the classic hip-hop influence I Told Them, featuring appearances from 21 Savage, J. Cole, RZA, and Giza, I'm assuming. He's firmly in an imperial era. It's hard to get away from releasing a track called Sitting on Top of the World if you're not just doing that. That's crazy. Whoever wrote this loves Burna Boy, I'll tell you that for free. Yet it was City Boys that caught the Recording Academy's attention this year, produced by MD Dollars and Ruben with a sample from Jeremy's sultry R&B classic, Birthday Sex. The stomping, glamorous track, reminiscent of the late 90s Timbaland beats, highlights the path of influence from hip-hop to Afrobeat. In the song's flashy video, Burna Boy rides around the streets of Los Angeles in a yellow Ferrari and matches an iced-out Richard Mille watch with a Wu-Tang Clan do-rag, paying tribute to hip-hop's extravagance and braggadocio. The track also topped the UK Afrobeat single charts in September. Whoever wrote this really loves Burna Boy. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm very happy for Burna Boy. Shout out him doing his thing, global domination and all that. Yeah, this is a lovely song, and yeah, I'm satisfied with this nomination. However, I'm going to say that nothing related though. I'm going to just say that radio edits sometimes are the funniest things ever. If you listen to this song, like the clean radio edit, you'll just be rolling your eyes all through because they cut out all the good parts. But I understand that. They cut it all out. Alright, so now let's get into the ladies in the category. This is my favorite part, the ladies in the category. So this year we have not one, but 2 phenomenal, young, Black, African, amazing women. Heavy on the young, did I say young? for the first ever nomination of the Best African Music Performance. And this is very inspiring, honestly. If you weren't inspired before, you're going to be inspired now. Let's start with TikTok Song of the Year. TikTok loves this song like crazy. Everyone is doing the dance. I'm not even going to hold you. I've done the dance, but that video is gonna stay in a vault. It's not coming out anytime soon. I'm talking about none other than Tyler's Water. I am extremely proud of this beautiful South African woman. Very talented, very hardworking. Honestly, I think she was born to be a star. I've seen her perform. I saw her perform on was it the Jimmy Kimmel? I saw that on YouTube, and like every TV appearance she's made, I've watched them, and she's just ready for her world domination. She's prepared, she's ready. You can tell she's been practicing, you know, and it's honestly, it makes me very proud because there was an interview she did where she said that her parents wanted her to go to school, but she was literally crying and begging to have them let her pursue her dream. And I'm so glad they let her do that, because now your kid is a Grammy nominated woman. So don't even play. Without further ado, I'm gonna play Tyler's Water for y'all. Let's go. I'm actually going to be very honest with you right now. I haven't listened to the entirety of that song. And a lot of people online were kind of against Tyler having a Grammy nomination. And in my mind, I kind of understood where they were coming from, but at the same time, I'm not the one to discredit a black woman. That would never be me. But now that I'm listening to the song, it's like, are you people angry because she just came out? Or are you angry because the song is not good? Because that's a lie. The song is phenomenal. The song is gorgeous. Her vocals are gorgeous. So what is the problem? They didn't nominate your favor, B. I think if we're talking about the category itself, if we're picking someone based on this category, I can understand why someone would want us to pick, why someone would prefer that the nomination will be given to a more established artist. I see that kind of like as a reward for their hard work. However, I really strongly believe that this is a Grammy nominated song, because vocals, performance, everything about it, it's beautiful. It's a really good song. It's not even like, you know, my thing, anytime I hear a song from TikTok, I will be honest, I choose not to listen to the entirety of it, because many times I've been disappointed because the TikTok soundbite is usually is the only good part of the song. But from the beginning till the end, this was gorgeous. I felt like I was on water, girl. This is a lovely song. What are people talking about? Let me read what it says here. The youngest nominee on this list and the lone South African artist, 21-year-old Tyler, is already a star in her home country, having been nominated for 2 South African Music Awards. With Water, the lead single for her upcoming debut EP, she also became the first solo musician from South Africa in 55 years to chart on the Billboard Hot 100. Largely driven forward by a popular TikTok challenge, the song debuted at 67 and has peaked at 21 so far. It's easy to see the crossover appeal of Water, which could be mistaken for an American pop song, if not the sweltering amapiano instrumental underneath. Singing entirely in English, Tyler's vocal delivery burns with confidence and desire, especially over the chorus, "Make me sweat, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water," while the song's sweltering video turns up the heat further. The 2024 Grammys, officially known as the 66th Grammy Awards, returns. Okay, we don't need to know that. That's okay. That's enough for right now. There are a lot of words here that I don't want to say trigger me, but like I want to say there are a lot of words here that are making me give side eye, because, you know, why are we highlighting that the song is sung entirely in English? Why are the song could be mistaken for an American pop? Like, I don't know, it may not seem as a big deal, but I'm just very intricate about all these kind of things, because it's not an American pop song. It's a South African pop song. A South African wrote it and sang it and performed it. but I can see what they're trying to say. It appeals to that American market. We're getting there. We're getting there, because I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, there's so many opinions, and we are running out of time. So I need us to get to the last song so that I can just read all your comments and end this show properly for you. Now, the next song is by another powerhouse artist on the rise that I really enjoy. I think she's a star. She has star power, star quality. She's a nice performer. I haven't watched her live, but everyone that has watched her live has something good to say about the performances. And I'm talking about none other than Maven's Ira Star. I love Ira Star. She's lovely. I think, you know, I'm just happy to see a young woman reaching these kind of heights. I'm not going to, it's so inspiring. It's extremely inspiring. And she was nominated for her globally acclaimed song Rush. Now, from what I know, Rush in France is a gold song. Is a gold song, which is crazy. Who knows, maybe platinum by the time I'm done with this show. But like, so the song really made numbers, it made rounds, and I'm just really excited, truly, that we have not one but two beautiful women, two beautiful young women. I know I've said this already, but it's like, it's a male-dominated industry. You have to give credit where it's due. So to save time, let's get straight into the song. This is Rush by Ira Star. Let's go. All right, that was Rush by Ira Star. Let's get straight into what the Grammy website says. With an authentic tone reminiscent of Rihanna's Diamonds. Wow, that's a big one. That's a big one. Ira Star's track was boosted up by the global charts thanks to TikTok virality. Born in French-speaking Benin to Nigerian parents, the 21-year-old moved frequently during childhood, eventually ending up in Lagos to pursue music. After a brief stint in modeling, she signed to the star-making Maven record label in 2020, only their third female act. This nomination is only the latest accolade for her. She's already earned 3 Nigerian #1 singles, a feature on Wizkid's track Too Sugar, very sexy song, and a spot on the soundtrack to Creed 3. Rush is all about staying focused and grinding towards success. Star sings about the cutthroat nature of the working world with determined fierceness. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. The track may have a distinctive Afrobeat rhythm and Nigerian pidgin lyrics, but its glimmering synths recall early 2010s electropop from the likes of Robin or Carly Rae Jepsen. You know, I hear it. I totally see where they're coming from. Honestly, I really mess with the lyrics of this song. Let me tell you why. Like they said, it's just about, you know, staying on your grind, like focusing on your stuff, being on your ones, doing your stuff, like not caring about that noise outside you. And I think that's an era I'm in right now. So I relate, and I'm just very proud for Ira. Like I said, she's a young black woman. She's just 21, you guys, and look at what she's doing for herself. It's incredible. I wish all these artists all the best. I honestly don't have you, like, I can't. That's a lie. I know who I'd love to win, and if you've listened from the beginning, maybe you know who I want to win as well. However, I wish everyone all the best. I want everyone to, like, ideally I'd prefer everyone to win, but like, we know that's not what this, like, that's not what it's gonna give. Now, honestly, a lot of questions, like, I asked you guys to ask me questions online, and one of the first things my friend told me, she was like, Kelechi, like, what does African music performance mean? Do they mean like them performing it live? And I spoke to someone about that yesterday, and they were like, it could just mean, because singing a song is a performance, isn't it? So it's just all these things, because I think they were just still questioning Tyler's spot on the Grammy nominations. You know, the question about where was Rema at? Why didn't they give Rema a nomination? And I think we're able to answer that with the fact that his songs didn't meet up with the timeline to have been submitted for the Grammy nomination, which is quite disappointing, because like, after the year Rema has had, imagine now having that nomination. That would have been a crazy run. But there's always next year. I have no doubt that Rema will hold his own Grammy in his hands one day. It's not even going to be long from now. Watch out. I said it here first. All right, now let's get into this. The opinions, you guys' opinions. Someone said Grammy don't bring African category. The hunt for hit songs by Afrobeat artists next year will be crazy. Quality of singles will reduce and everyone will focus on making hit songs. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, because I will say, to be very honest, I'm just going to keep referencing. I had a conversation last night with someone, and literally we were saying that the quality of Afrobeats, like, there's just been a switch. There has definitely been a switch. Like, if you grew up on Afrobeats music, you will know that this isn't even peak music. And this is not to discredit anyone. Everyone is working hard. Everyone that is achieving success now, everyone deserves that. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So it's crazy to see. But I'm happy, for everyone. I'm happy there's a seat at the table. But then there was also the conversation about why not like a Grammy award for African artists, so that we can actually expand every category. Because if you read the description of the best African music performance, they are talking about Amapiano, they're talking about Makossa, they're talking about Fuji, they're talking about, Afro R&B, all in one single category. And I feel like that is going to, even alter music as well. But I feel like putting all these songs in just one category is gonna hurt the likes of, in my opinion, Amare, who dropped a really gorgeous album this year and submitted it for nominations, but like she wasn't put because I guess like they've not, I want to believe they've not caught up to her sound. But I also believe it's because her album was extremely, Fountain Baby was extremely experimental, and they just wanted to put established songs, I guess, on the category. Hence, if you read, like I said, as I was reading all the write-ups for each category, it just kept saying TikTok, 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 because all these songs have been, established on that app. But then again, Amare's album, it made a number on TikTok, didn't it? Or it's making a number now. I just really hope that these people know what they're doing. But ideally, I'm not the biggest fan of seeing one category for a genre as vast as Afrobeats. It's a good start. It's a good start. It's like we're heading in the right direction, but a very slow movement. It's a very slow movement. Now listen to this. You know how African artists used to need a feature from Mama Angelina Kidjo, the Grammy weapon, and Damian Marley, etc., to win a Grammy. Now you need to feature Burna Boy if you want a shot at the Grammys. Be there, don't miss it. Okay, I hear that. I see where you're coming from. Okay, let's read another one. Who else has ever pondered on why African artists get nominated at the Grammys and UK artists don't get noticed or nominated yearly at the most prestigious award ceremony globally? What are your genuine thoughts on the stated? You know the thing, I am constantly reminded that at the end of the day, Grammys is an American award, in as much as they want to paint it as an international award thing, like an international award program event. I am painfully reminded that it's an American award. Like literally, Adele is a UK artist, but I think she's one of those UK artists that has been associated with the US culture to a certain degree, and that's why she gets all the big categories. She gets nominated for all the big categories. I feel like to be able to get those big categories, you have to make that switch. Like you have to switch you have to have the US audience in mind. And honestly, Grammys aside, I think that's what most global artists are doing now. So there is that. Okay, someone else said, not just Grammy. This is a quote on the last tweet I just spoke on. Not just Grammy, their music don't even get the type of airplay African music gets in the US. Hardly hear them on the radio or see them in the charts in the US. That's a conversation we need to have. Why is the UK music not doing its thing in the US? I think there are a couple songs like Doja Cat by Central C that made some noise, but I hear it, I really do. this is a big conversation to be had. A big conversation to be had. Someone said the African giant boy, Burna Boy, paved way for Afrobeats at the Grammys. Everyone knows this. Burna Boy is the reason Grammy Awards started considering African musicians. And Burna Boy is the reason the best global African music album category was created by the Grammys. You people are going a bit too far. You people are going a bit too far, my loves. But I see where you're coming from. Oh, someone says, I think Burna Boy will win the Grammy Award for African music performance. And here's another thing with this being the African music performance, because City Boys, I'm assuming, like I said, his new album, I told them, I don't think he had the African audience in mind. I think he was trying to appeal to the US audience, but see how they still put him in that African category. So I think it's very difficult to be an African creative when the only thing, like, it's difficult to be an African creative in the sense that you don't necessarily, you're put in a box, you know, and even if you try to experiment outside that box, they're still going to keep you in that box. So even if you went on an R&B track or something, or you did full rap, like traditional rap, they're still going to put you in that African category because you're an African artist. And that can be harmful, that can be dangerous, not in a like crazy way, but you know, can be dangerous to the arts because so many songs. Oh, and one more question and one more thing before I dip. I hope they're not getting all their nominations from TikTok. I hope people are not just watching TikTok and then, like, not to say, obviously, it's a big blessing for the artists who were able to get their songs put based on, you know, what's it called? TikTok. However, it's like, there are many songs that don't make noise on TikTok. I hope we're looking beyond that. That's all for today. This was a lovely show. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. I have an even more interesting concept to talk about next week or next 2 weeks from now. I miss you guys dearly, and yeah, goodbye.